Hey, at Loc-Doc Security, our mission is to help you protect your people and your property, and we're answering commonly asked questions and providing practical solutions. How about
Absolutely,
that?
practical solutions to problems.
Thomas is here with me today, and he has he's picked a nice salmon color shirt. That's
Yeah,
nice.
I like my salmon shirt.
We're going to be talking today about a quick way to change out the key for your particular door, right?
Absolutely. So instead of having to take all the hardware off, the interchangeable core gives you the ability to just about anyone can walk up, put a key in, replace the core. You could lock someone out if needed, or quickly rekey a space that has a security concern.
So what is the traditional method of changing out the key on a door?
So the traditional method, if it was this lock here, you've got to take a couple of screws off the side, take a faceplate off, take an internal screw loose, unscrew this cylinder. There's a lot that goes into it. Most of the time you need a locksmith or somebody that's qualified to do all of that.
So partial disassembly.
Partial disassembly of the lock. Depending on the lock, it can become much more disassembly of the lock.
Okay.
On this particular one, it's probably one of the easier ones to change the cylinder out.
Okay, so now what is an interchangeable core?
So an interchangeable core, we just use the housing of what was the traditional lock, and now we have a core inside of the housing that looks like this. So it's just a small core that contains all the information that we've talked about. You can see in some of our previous videos about the information that's inside of here and how that makes it work on your keys.
Okay.
But now we can change that out with what we call a control key.
Okay.
So I have one key here that I can take, and it will actually remove the core. And then if this was a rekey situation, I could pop this one in, slide it right in, and I have rekeyed the lock that fast. That's how long it takes for me to rekey the lock. I keep some of these on the shelf, or if I have an institutional locksmith from a large school system, I keep enough of these on the shelf to be able to maybe do the perimeter of the school.
Yeah.
So if you had a security concern, you could change the perimeter of the school in a matter of minutes instead of a matter of hours or days.
Gotcha. So again, traditional method, a little bit of a disassembly. Interchangeable core is allowing you to do that with a key instead of a screwdriver.
Absolutely.
Interesting. Now, does any key take that out?
Not any key takes that out. So that would be something that a locksmith would need to make your control key for your system or your master key system. Your control key in most master key systems will work all of your locks. So you don't have to have a lot of these control keys. Just like one large master key at the top, you have one large control key at the top that'll help you change out all of these.
Now, the control key, will it allow me to open up and unlock the door with it?
It will not.
Okay.
The control key will only let you remove the core and replace the core with another core.
Okay, so I don't have to worry about accidentally giving that control key to somebody and they have access to a master key to my whole building.
It would not give them a master key to the whole building. They would probably get to the first lock, it came out, and then they're standing there with the lock in their hand and have no idea what to do, which is what does happen in the industry when a control key does inadvertently get handed out.
All right, are you ready for a challenge?
Absolutely.
All right, so how long does it take to change the interchangeable core out? I have my timer here, all right?
Okay.
You ready?
I am ready with my control key.
Let's see exactly how I'm going to put it up here on the timer. Are you on your mark? Get set, go.
And we're gonna have a little fun here. Pop this one out.
No pressure now, no pressure.
No pressure, got no mistakes.
Oh,
Done.
all right. How do I stop it? There you go, 8 seconds.
Well, I think it's closer to 7 with the how do I stop it, just so we know.
Well, there you go. So just in under 8 seconds, you can change out your interchangeable core cylinder. So very cool. Maybe a value add for your building, or if you have multiple locations, you need to manage changing those keys.
One of the biggest things that we're seeing in the industry right now is a lot of large glass doors that have the long pull rails on them.
Yeah.
All of that stuff has to be disassembled in order to rekey it. So adding IC cores to that, most key systems will let you add IC cores to the system that's already existing. So you don't have to change out everything, but changing out those can make your life a whole lot better.
Valid point. It also reduces the downtime. So a lot of times those glass doors are on the exterior of a building. If you have to disassemble all that stuff,
You got to
that
take
door is not
everything off,
accessible.
and you're disrupted for 45 minutes to an hour while a locksmith's rekeying it, versus you're disrupted for 8 seconds while a locksmith's rekeying it.
And so even if it was something you say, hey, I don't really want to manage that myself, someone can still help you manage it, but it does reduce that downtime.
It definitely reduces the downtime. If you're someone that has an institutional locksmith in your industry or in your building, your properties, this is a really great thing for that. But if you're a company that has high turnover, this makes it very easy. You can just keep a second set of cores The manager can walk right around, pop, 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 and he's rekeyed it. Send the other cores back to your local locksmith. They'll get you keyed up, and you'll have a fresh set for the next time you have to do that.
Very cool. Great information. Hopefully that will benefit you as well. If you want to find out more about this, you can read more on our website and gather more information about it and see how it would work for your particular building or facility. And you can always click the button below to connect with us and find out more. Thank you very much for joining us. We'll see you next time.